Hey everyone, it's Ava, aka Kaisa. Hi, how are you? I hope everyone is doing magnificently. Back with another dream message. I have also would like to give you an update. I am still researching to see um, whom who specializes in aligning the frequencies of the twins so that you can, get your little haps and stents and things of that nature. So I haven't forgotten, but I'm still looking into it. If I find out someone between now that I'm doing this video and by the time I upload the video, I will definitely put it in the description box below. Okay? But guarantee you, whomever I decide or whoever spirit leads me to is phenomenal. Trust me. All right? Okay. This dream message was mind blowing, actually. Okay. So I had 4 segments of dreams, and I had to decode which were just for me and which were for the collective. Then I had one segmented of the dream that said, oh, some of this is for you and some of it's for the collective. Ha ha, figure it out for yourself. Okay, so I have decided to not wait to do all of them since they're all separate. I'm doing the first one, which is unawakened twins. Okay, this is an update on them and what's going on with them. And I'm so excited because, it's like you can see them. They're making little strides to get along and do whatever it is that they need to do to make their way to their twins, the awakened ones. Woohoo! I'm so excited. So, anyway, that's a song. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. You know what? I think I'm going to put that in the description box below too. Yes, I think I shall. Okay, enough of the fun. Now, let's get down to Father's message, shall we? All right. Let's see. The unawakened twins are working hard at making their thoughts and dreams a reality. I'm going to read that again. The unawakened twins are working hard at making their thoughts and dreams a reality. Well, the last time we spoke, they were just daydreaming about these things. This time, they're actually making strides to make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? So this is magnificent. So they're also taking into consideration that the only way that their dreams can become true is if they actually do something, act upon them. So for those that, this applies to, yay. All right. Let's see. They're anxious about working toward reunion with their twin and taking steps to their awakened twin. Okay, so these steps that they're taking mean the ones that are doing the legal ones, they're taking the strides. Now, also, mind you, it's going to take money for them to do this. Let's be sensible. Now, you don't want your twin to come to you with their bags and say, I have no place to live, right? Some of them want to, be all prepared and ready and have some place for you to come. All right, so give them a little more time. They've got to work out their finances and budgeting and all of that nature. So they're looking at places. They would have to look at a place to move into, different neighborhoods, things of that nature. Maybe the co-parenting thing has to go into effect, and they have to be close enough to the kids' schooling or something of that nature. So let them work out those kinks. They're on their way. All right. Next. Some of them are feeling frustration. They're feeling very overwhelmed and overburdened. Okay. This is the group of resistance. let's just say, okay? They're the ones that are struggling with, should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? They're the ones that have yet to take a step towards the legal, looking into legal assistance or advice or consultations. These are the ones that are still biting their nails like, I don't know. If I do this, then this will happen. They're the little trickles that are coming in, okay? But they're coming. They're coming. They're how should I say, the last of the Mohegans type thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A lot of them are praying to God for forgiveness, stepping out on faith that their decision to choose their twin and leave their demonstrated relationships will be okay. Sort of trusting the choice. Let's take a moment for that. A lot of them, remember, are, because they were resisting and because of the religious beliefs and things, we were talking about that in the last video, they're so strong in their foundation of their belief systems, religions, and family values and all of these things, the social ideals of what family and marriage and all these things should be, until they're praying to God to forgive them because they're making the choice of their twin to come out of this relationship. So these are the unawakened twins that are in demonstrated relationships. Okay, so they're thinking to themselves, now they're looking at their soul. Okay, I can handle people, what they're going to say and all that kind of stuff. I need to be free. All right. They're past that. But now they're doing a little soul searching and saying, I'm going to step out here and I'm praying to God, please forgive me, because this is something I really feel I must do. And this is what I believe is best for me. All right. The ones that are stepping out, and they're saying they're stepping out on faith, in their decision to choose their twin, is because their faith is what's holding them, that this is real. There's a lot to the word faith in the whole twin flame journey. Faith that what you're experiencing is real. It's not your imagination. What you feel and what you're knowing is not your imagination. And then the faith, okay? Because in religious beliefs, they're always saying you have one husband, one wife, one things. Once you're with them, that's it. You're tied with ball and chain for the rest of your life. You're supposed to stay with this person no matter what. Okay? At night, they may put snakes in the bed, and you're supposed to stay with this person all the time. No, I don't think so. You have to sleep with one eye open. I don't think so. So they're dealing with their faith in all of this. So in this instance with them, they're looking at the fact that I'm going to believe it's going to be okay. So those prayers of forgiveness will stem from stepping out on faith. They're trusting. Now that's pretty big. They don't even know they're trusting in the process, but they're trusting, which should say something to you, awakened twins, about this. Because if they can trust and don't even know what they're trusting or how they're trusting, or if they're even trusting, they're just guessing at it. They're I don't know, trying to figure it out as they go along, so to speak. If they can trust this, and we know what it is, trusting the process, then there's no reason why you can't either. And this goes for you awakened twins that are in demonstrated relationships. Okay? If your twin, if an unawakened twin can trust the process, that says a lot. That means you awakened twins better get on the ball too. All right? Okay. The universe has their back. Legal proceedings are going to run smoother than anticipated. Woohoo! Yes! Okay, I'm going to read that again. Universe has their back. Legal proceedings are going to run smoother than anticipated. Ooh, yeah. So, I don't think I really need to explain what this means, but I'm going to do it anyway because Father says I must relay and convey the message appropriately. Okay. This trusting the process, when they step out, they're making these moves, making these strides towards their awakened twins. Universe is going to step in and say, hey, surprise, I got you. We're not going to let you fail at this. We're not going to get you out here and just leave you hanging dry, all by yourself. Things are going to run a little smoother than you think. So now when it deals with the legal proceedings, and they're going to run smoother than anticipated, which means that they thought it was going to be this whole big extra, drama. Okay? But because you awakened twins, said, universe, I'm asking you to intervene. I give you permission. Universe will step in when they're making the effort in the right direction toward you. They're going to say, pat them on back and say, hey, we got you. You're not going to deal with a whole lot of hoopla. All right? Okay. Some are having trouble letting go of material things. Been there. Some of you awakened twins, like I said, I had gotten rid of my furniture because it had old energy and didn't need, and a lot of awakened twins and a lot of just awakening souls, period, on the spiritual journey are feeling the necessity to give away their belongings, their items, their material things. And but a lot of these unawakened twins are like, you know what, I'm gonna have to give my partner half or more than half or prenuptials and all these different things, and it's going to, they're having trouble trying to let go of their egos. You know what I'm saying? So they're struggling. It's more like, you imagine a 2-year-old or 3-year-old toddler and their parent has their hand and they really don't feel like going somewhere, but they're walking along anyway, holding their blankie. And they're like, no, you have to let go of your blankie now. You got to go to preschool. We don't do this anymore. You got to let go of your binky. You don't do the pacifier anymore because it's time to grow up and mature. It's time to remove yourself from this environment of these things because they no longer serve you. They're not in your greatest interest of good. And they're trying to believe that's going to be okay. But little do they know, universe has their back. They'll have a little surprise for them somewhere. They're not going to be, let me tell you something. Twins will no longer struggle. I'm telling you, there will come a time where the twins will not be struggling. You're not going to get notices and bills, past due, and you don't know where the money's going to come from and things. Universe is going to take care of you. Okay? That's what I've said in one of my videos before, and what I was shown in one of my dream messages, is that universe, Father, supplies everything. Remember, Father, God source, supplies everything we possibly need, and the universe makes it happen. All right? So if the universe makes it happen, and the universe has their back, then there's nothing but smooth sailing and happy things to go. So, it's not going to all happen at once like, woohoo, we're not going to live in a fantasy now. Don't get me wrong. All right, let's not misinterpret that. All right, let's live in, we do have to realize this is the matrix, but nothing will be like what we're going through now in this struggle. And with that being said, I want to take a break real quick. 2019, this month, everyone was saying that 2019 is going to be a wonderful year. And I said that 2019 is going to be a wonderful year. And it will be. Don't expect it in the month of January. So this is what I'm being told. The month of January is going to be a month of cleanup of the residue. And you're all going to have to pitch in and do your part. Okay? Fill yourselves with more light. Make sure that you've done your inner child work. And another thing is, once you've stated what what your desires are, you don't need to keep asking. You were heard the first time. Just thought I'd let you know. It's just a matter of divine timing and planning. So you have to remember something. If you keep saying that, you keep asking for something, it's not going to change anything. Okay? Either you're going to get it or you're not going to get it. But in reality, you will get it in divine timing. And then again, remember to ask your higher self. Check in with your higher self and say, hey, is this a part of what our plan is? Because no matter how much asking you do, I keep saying this, no matter how much asking you do, no matter how much manifesting you wish to do, and it's not materializing, check in to make sure it's even a part of your higher self's plan. Okay? And just remember, the month of January is residue cleanup from 2018. All right? Just give it a minute. Keep taking your salt baths and with pink Himalayan salt. That's something else I've been meaning to tell you guys. Whenever you get the opportunity, just put a little bit of kosher salt or pink Himalayan salt in your bath water and say, in the name of Christ consciousness, I am blessing this water of purification. And this will help you get rid of the yuck that you deal with in peopling every day. Just to help you bring up your vibe a lot, all right? And then, there's something else. You can actually charge the bath water for healing. So what you do is you find a binaural. YouTube has a million, we do. In fact, I have one that I'll put in the description box below for you as well. While you're running the bath water, if you have like one of those little speakers, you could put it on the side of the tub and let it vibrate the frequency of the water and work with the element of water for healing. Excuse me. And that really works. Charge the water. Okay? Little tricks. All right, let's not get too far off of stuff. But letting go of those material things, we got to give them a minute to realize that. Remember that balance, the Two of Pentacles, trying to say, if I get rid of this, I do this, and do this. If I do this, I get it. But I want my thing. It's impossible to do both, okay? But they'll get there. I promise. Father promises, universe promises, okay? Okay. The focus has switched for the others. They've realized the settlement is required in order to be with their awakened twin. Okay. That means the ones that have already decided that they're not going to stress themselves about trying to hold on to these materialistic things, they're the ones that have switched the focus. Okay? And they realized I can't have my freedom. I can't be with my twin. I can't make my path toward them unless I let go. That's their let go. Remember, our let go is not the same. Our let go is on a spiritual level. Their let go is always about the physical and the action of it all. Remember that. They're the action twin. We're the spiritual twin. Okay? So, kudos for those. Woohoo! All right. Let's see. Taking back control of their lives. They're in the driver's seat and they're no longer being dictated to. Ooh, I think I'm going to read that again. They're no longer being dictated to. Woohoo! That means they've gotten that backbone straight and they say, you know what? Not today. You will not ruin my day today. I am taking back control of my life. Remember I was talking about that shirt going to JCPenney? That's what I'm talking about. They're standing there saying, you know what? Before you, I used to go to the store and dress myself. I don't need you to do that for me anymore. I don't need you to pick out what I must wear for this. I don't need you to buy my personal things anymore. I don't need you to do anything for me. I don't need you to budget my money anymore. That's a big one right there. They don't require their partner to budget their money anymore. So now they're going to see exactly where their finances are. And what I'm getting is that I see them. They're like in their books and like an accountant. They're like, oh, I see this was spent for this. This was spent for this. Those credit card bills, they're going to see they're taking back their power. There is no more of this lavish spending for the other twin. For their partner. And they're going to see where their money is going exactly and how much they have to work with. And this is what's going to help them take these steps towards their twin and say, oh, I do have more money if I stop letting this one spend it on unnecessary stuff. Do we really need 10 million cars? No, we don't. Okay? We don't need a car for Fluffy the dog. We don't need a car for a toothbrush. Those type of things. We don't need to have unnecessary spending. Let's rein it in. Okay? They're going to start budgeting their partners and what they're receiving they're no longer going to be in charge of all that. And I'm told it's going to be a happy day. And another song that's coming in right now is Oh Happy Day. I'm going to put that down in there too. And I see them singing it. Yes, it's a religious song, but it's still going to make the soul sing. All right, so whomever wants to listen can listen. If you don't, you don't. But I will put it in the description box below. But we're just going to be so grateful. I'm so grateful that I've been given the opportunity to present and convey these dream messages for you, and a part of this is really big, you know what I'm saying? But this is going to end the first part of the DreamMsg8. All right? And I'm just glad that we're going to end on a happy note about the unawakened twins taking back control of their lives. And my updates like these dream messages, you guys as awakened twins really should start getting on the ball if you're not. Just saying. Okay? Don't get distracted by anything either. Okay? Because let's think about this. I don't know. I can't remember if I said it before or not. But if your unawakened twin comes to you in the middle of the night, knocks on your door, and says, hi, How you been? I'm just saying. But just work with me right here. Hi. How you been? So would you like to go on a cruise vacate with me? What you gonna do? You going? Are you ready? Did you buy that new underwear that I said you should buy? Look at your wardrobe and say what you got? Or just saying. And then after you spend time with them on this cruise, let's just say this is not a part of the dream message. This is just a scenario I am creating. All right. It's nice to daydream. We can daydream too. So, then you come back from this vacation, this cruise, and then you find out you love each other, and then start all the lovey-dovey stuff again, and the person has nothing holding them back anymore. So now it's become real. All right, I'm gonna say that again. It becomes real. What are you going to do? All right. They say, you know what? We've messed around long enough. I would like to move in together. You ready? Are you ready? Do you have children? Work. Start writing these things down. If they were to come to you in the middle of the night like this, or just one day, and and ready for the conversation, all right, then you need to be ready for the conversation. Put it down all on paper, where you're going, where you're heading. Start looking at these type of things. Be ready. Okay? All right. So that's all I'm going to say to you today. I love you all. You're such magnificent beings. Woo! It's 2019. Thank you, baby Jesus. All right, guys. I'll check you out later. Come back and see me for part 2. Wonders to thee. Ciao.